Welcome to your deep dive. Ever dreamed of battling it out with a grumpy old man in the middle of the ocean?
Oh, are we talking about some legendary sea captain?
No, I'm not talking about a salty sea captain. We're talking about the mussel cracker,
Ah, the mussel
a
cracker.
prized catch in the waters of Mossel Bay, South Africa.
Sounds like a fishtail waiting to happen.
It is. We're diving into a blog all about deep-sea fishing in this angler's paradise.
Angler's paradise, you say? I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Get ready to bait your hooks with some knowledge. This blog, it's not just your average fishing guide.
Oh, what makes it so special?
It captures the whole experience of fishing in Mossel Bay.
Now that's what I'm talking about. It's one thing to know the finch, but another to capture the feel.
Right. I was hooked from the moment I saw 320 days of sunshine.
Okay, now you're just teasing.
That's practically a guaranteed tan while you're reeling in dinner.
Exactly. The climate is definitely a big draw, but it's the sheer variety of marine life that makes Mossel Bay so special.
So we're talking about more than just sunshine here. This is a biodiversity hotspot, right?
Absolutely. We're talking about a place where you can find everything from the feisty bonito to the elusive red steenbras.
And don't forget, the grumpy old man himself, the mussel cracker.
Oh, they did not. I love it when blogs give these fish personalities.
I have to admit, the nicknames this blog uses for the fish really make them come to life.
Absolutely. It's like they're saying, forget those dry fishing guides. We're going to make you feel like you're already out on the boat.
So walk us through it. What kind of fish can you expect to encounter in these waters?
Well, the blog breaks it down by season, which is key for any angler. During those warmer months, you've got your bonito, known for their speed and agility.
Oh, so you need some skills to hook one of those, huh?
You got it. Landing one of those is a badge of honor among fishers. Then there's the cob, a real bruiser of a fish that puts up a good fight.
And if you're lucky, you might even encounter the grumpy old man himself. Right. What makes the mussel cracker such a prize catch?
They're known for their strength and stubbornness, hence the nickname.
Sounds like they put up a real fight.
Oh, you bet. They can grow pretty big too, so you need some heavy-duty tackle if you're going after one.
Talk about a workout. But not all fish are meant to be fought, right? The blog mentioned something about catch and release, especially for certain species.
Absolutely. The blog emphasizes responsible fishing, and that includes understanding which fish are okay to keep and which are best admired and released back into the deep. The red steenbras, for instance, is a slow-growing species, so there are regulations in place to protect them.
It's like a catch and release spa day for fish. Swim free, little buddy.
Exactly. It helps to make sure there will be plenty more fish in the future. Speaking of the future of fishing, the blog talks about bag limits too.
Bag limits, right. Can you break that down for our listeners who are new to fishing?
You bet. Bag limits are rules about how many fish you can keep, even if you happen to catch way more than you need.
It's all about making sure there are enough fish for everyone.
Yeah. Exactly. The fish have to have enough too. The blog emphasizes sustainable fishing practices throughout. It even encourages anglers to think about limiting their catch, even if they haven't hit their bag limit.
I like that. It's more about appreciating nature than hauling in a huge catch.
Right. It's about being aware of how we impact the environment. The blog also points out how important it is to support local communities. They recommend that people take their catches to local fish shops for cleaning and preparation.
Now that's what I call a win-win. You're supporting businesses in the area, and you get expert help with your catch too. Speaking of catching fish, they did say the fish practically jump in the boat during certain times of year. What's the deal with the different seasons?
The blog gives a really helpful fishing calendar. It's not only about which fish are biting when. Certain species, like shad and red steenbras, have times when you simply can't fish for them at all. Those are called closed seasons.
You mean they're off limits completely?
Right. They're completely off limits.
So it's like giving them a much-needed break to
Uh,
repopulate.
Exactly. It's to help keep the fish populations healthy over the long term. But it's not all about rules and regs. The blog also does a really nice job of making you feel what it's like to go fishing in Mossel Bay.
Right. It's all about tired arms and the smell of freshly caught fish. I feel like they're trying to bottle up that feeling.
They really do capture the essence of the entire experience, the thrill of the fight, the peaceful feeling of being out on the water, and that great feeling you get when you have a successful catch.
Man, it makes me want to grab my gear and hop on a plane to South Africa right now. Even if you can't make it to Mossel Bay tomorrow, I bet you're thinking about your own fishing adventures now, right? Makes you think what actually makes any fishing trip special. you know,
Yeah, totally. It's like, it's not just about the fish you're catching, it's the whole
the
thing.
whole
The
experience.
sights, the sounds, even the smells.
Speaking of smells, funny you should mention that. The minute you said smells, I was right back to being a kid fishing with my dad.
Oh.
And that, that unmistakable smell of the salty air kind of mixed with, well, let's just say our bait wasn't always the freshest.
Huh. Yeah, I hear that. But you know what? Those are the memory you keep with you.
To
These
one.
are the ones that make you want to gather all your gear and get out on the water again.
You're so right. And I think that's what this blog did so well.
Yeah.
It didn't just give us the facts about fishing in Mossel
It
Bay.
did way more than that.
It really got to the heart of the whole experience.
I'm totally with you on that one. It's like they were saying, here's the deal. This is how you go about planning a trip right. This is what you need to know about Mossel Bay. But more than that, this is why you're going to absolutely love it.
Exactly. So to all our listeners out there, if you're up for more than just, casting a line, if you're looking for a real adventure,
Mossel Bay might be calling your name.
it just might be. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll even get to meet the grumpy old man yourself.
Happy fishing, everyone.
Happy fishing.